Forges of Ravenshire by BA Games has been a game that has intrigued us ever since it has arrived. We've played it at least 4 times now because there's 8 assistants and we want to play with all the assistants. Well, that is a we. Well, now I'm going to do the I, as in I am going to play the game solo against the AO, which, as I will touch on, can also be implemented into a 2-player and 3-player game to add an extra player if you want to have a fuller player count. So, let's go see me take on the AO. Alright, here we are, set up for that solo play of Forges of Ravenshire. If you want a detailed description of how the game plays, I'll put a link up above for the unboxing and how to play that we did do. I'll go over very, very briefly how the normal game plays, and then I'll go a little bit more in depth into how the AO plays, seeing as I did not cover that in the previous video. Basic principle is, I have my dice, I have rolled them, I'm going to put them out on one location, getting the resources or recruiting a tile based on the number of the die. You'll see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 through 6 here. I'll get that stuff, I'll adjust it on my board. I will then take back any die except for the one I've placed. I will then also get the rewards based on where that is and its number. I'll put it on my board in the column to which it goes, and I will run that guild down in any order I want. They do start with some pre-printed ones, and that's where these will go. I'm going to do this 3 times, alternating between me and the AO. At the end of that, I'm going to take my dice, I'm going to put them on this board and run all of this stuff over here. It ranges from running the guilds again, getting action tokens, getting more goods and mystics, getting other stuff, possibly turning your wood into charcoal, and your charcoal and your ore into steel. Doing all this, and you're doing all this to fulfill and make these items, either weapons, armor, or shields. That is listed here. When I have it, I will spend the resources to construct it. At that point, I can add a finish onto it by either spending 2 mithril and a charcoal, or 2 umber stones and a charcoal. If I don't spend anything, I just put it here. If I get these, I get the denoted stuff coins, or move it up on the reputation, and they will go there. After I am all done with my stuff, we will then check to see if anyone has accomplished these titles over here. You'll see they have coins on the bottom. If they do, you get that. Otherwise, if someone does, you flip them there, and then you can only get the bottom one. We are going to do this over 4 rounds. At the end of 4 rounds, whoever has the most coins wins. So that is the basics of how I play. So the AO is set up a certain way. You'll notice up here it has the arm or the weapons, the armor, and the shield. We put priority tokens next to these titles. They showed 4 in the book. I believe that's because they were using that in a 2-player game, because you can add this to a 2-player game to make it equal to a 3-player game. They did say set up like a normal 2-player game, and that is 1 title per player plus 1, so that's why I only have 3 out here. So you put the priority tokens on here. This established a few things. 1, which types of items it's going to try and construct with priority order. Its priority, of course, is the weapons, because that is one of the titles. It also set what its finish is that's going to put on everything. It's going to put a mithril finish on there, because they're attempting to get that brightsmith as well. So we set these out, gave them priority. That set the priority for this. We took their 3 guilds, shuffled them up, randomly distributed them. So we went, it's now green, yellow, and purple. That denotes 2 things. That is how we set up this deck. We took all of the AO cards of green, 4 from yellow, 2 from purple, shuffled them up, put 4 down, grabbed the 2 reputation AO event cards, because we are playing on the apprentice level. So we took 2 of those, shuffled them in the remaining cards, put those on top. This is also going to denote its priority. When it's taking guild member tiles, it's going to be taking green until it's filled, and then yellow until it's filled, and then purple. So what's going to happen on the AO's turn, we're going to flip over a card. It's going to show the dice in a row. You're going to, if they have the top die, put it out where it denotes. It's going to get stuff. If it gets a good, we take one of these cubes. I'm just going to set them on there. It says put them in your area. That is where I'm going to put it just because this is I'm kind of constraining myself with space here. Once it has 13 cubes, because I am playing on Apprentice, it's going to fulfill a contract. It's going to fulfill a contract based in priority order. It's going to look for a weapon first in the highest level contract it's able to do. We start at 1, it goes to 2, it goes to 3. So in this instance, it would be the short sword. So it would construct the short sword. It would put the mithril finish on it. It'll get the stuff denoted on the side. So it'll get 11 coins. And any action tokens it gets immediately turned into coins. And then the mithril finish would push it up on the reputation track. If it gets an instant reward, you give it to it how it's supposed to. It basically, anything that's a good goes on the card. Anything else, mystic or action token, immediately becomes coins in their area. They would then construct that and put it over in their area to help get to the titles at the end of the round. So we'll put out die. It'll also then tell us which die to take. It'll come back. We'll put it on its board and run its engine. If it's in the yellow, you'll see up here, yellow and green give it a good each. Purple is all coins down. Green is all guilds, and yellow alternates between goods and coins. So I'll go, they'll go, I'll go, they'll go, I'll go, there we go. Then I do my production phase. They do not do a production phase. So then the first player will go over to them for the second round. It'll swap back and forth. That is the basics of how the AO performs. So, that being said, I'm going to walk you through the first round so you can kind of see how the AO goes. We will do the fast forward through the second and the third. I'll probably come back to the fourth round, the last round, and show you it, especially after I have all the madness kind of going. I will mention, I am using an assistant. I use the Royal Patron. At the beginning of the game, you are going to do all of your upgrades, so I don't have to worry about using my action tokens for upgrades. This one also did push me up 1 on the reputation track, which is why I am where I am, and why I have an extra steal. Alrighty, all that being said, I think we are ready to begin. So again, I am the first player, putting stuff out. So, the action tokens for me, seeing as everything's upgraded, I have a couple different options with them. I can use them just to hire a guild member without even having to go here, or I can use them to get contracts. When you get a contract, you can spend one to choose anyone out here, or you can take one from the top deck, or you can refresh the market, discard all these, bring in 3 out, and then you'll have to take one from those 3 on the top deck. You can't then go to a different level if you're able to. So with all that being said, I think I am going to immediately take that short sword so he can't get it. So normally you have these on your side. I kind of like putting them up here because then I can kind of line up and see exactly what I need. So this comes out. So now I know I need 5 leather, 6 wood, and 12 steel. So I probably want to try and get my leather first. I do need quite a bit of leather, so we will start by going to the Tannery District, which moves my leather up. So it's supposed to be at 1. Alright, so we move that up 2 spaces because of the 4. And now I can take back. So kind of looking up here, if I want to spend all my gold, there's a really nice one there that gives me leather and ore, which when I run green, which hopefully I might want to run green, so I think we are going to take this back. So this gives us a mystic and allows us to do that. I'm probably going to want to try and put the mithril finish because of the brightsmith. So we'll grab a mithril, like so. We will then buy one of those. I think I am going to spend all 4 of mine. This might be a little bit of a big spend at the beginning, but we'll kind of see. I'm hoping to maybe do a big sale, and then that should get me a lot of coins. So we take this, we put it here, we run this down so I can get a mystic. I can either get a talisman or a dragon scale. I'm going to grab a talisman because a talisman does let me adjust my die value. So we now go over to the AO deck and flip over its first card. So we're going to look. So you're going to start at the top. It's going to place a purple die. set to the value of 5. And if you look down here, it wants to put it in 4, then or 6, then 5, then 4, then 1. So there is a spot available at 6. So it goes here. It would get a talisman. Talismans are just coins for them. So we'll put theirs right down there. And then it's going to hire from the top row of its priority, which is green. So it's going to take that. That goes face down there. And we flip one over. This did not have an instant like how that does, so it doesn't get anything from there. So now we take back. This is going to take back the highest valued green die on the board. If there is a tie, you then go from 6 to 1. There is no tie. 6 is the highest, so it gets 2 goods and a mystic, which means it gets a coin. This comes back. We put it in its green slot. And by putting its green slot, it gets a good there and a good there. So it now has 4 goods. So my turn. So leather's kind of full, but I think I'm going to be taking back that yellow, although I do want to get a green die soon. So I might actually take back that 2 from the wood when it becomes when I take back. Let's go ahead and put a 5 out here. That's going to give me 2 charcoal and an ember gem, which ember gems are nice because if you get 2 of those, you can turn them in for 2 goods of your choice. And then we are going to take back this 2 from the Darkwood Forest, which gives us 1, 2, 3 wood and a dragon scale, like so. We're going to put our 2 right there, which is going to run this. So I get a leather, I get an ore, and then I get a good of my choice. So I need 5 total leather, so I can put 1 more in the leather, then I don't have to worry about even grabbing leather next time. So I think that's what we're going to do. And that is my turn. So next turn, I need to focus on being able to possibly get a decent amount of wood because I need 6, and it might be helpful to kind of turn some into charcoal to help run down and get some steel, which that will all make sense when you see me do it, unless you've already watched that how to play. So the AO's turn. Going to flip over, so it wants to put a purple die out. It can't, so now it puts out a green die. We set that value to 2. We then put this out. Starting, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put it in 1. So that gives them 2 more goods. And another mystic, which is a coin. We are going to take back the highest purple, which is in the same location. So in this instance, they only get 1 good. This comes down here, and they get a coin. So now 4 is going to give me 3 wood there, which I'm thinking, let's do that. Get the 3 wood. 1, 2, and 3. Now I kind of want to run the green again, I think. I don't necessarily need leather, but I could bring up there, which gives me my other mithril. That sounds perfect. So we get 1, 2 more of that. We get our other mithril, so we're going to hopefully be able to put that finish on there. Put that right here. That gives us another leather. That gives us another charcoal. Or another ore. Now we get a good of our choice. So now's when we kind of look and see how much wood do we have. We have 7 wood, which means I am going to be able to make or run this, so I can get plenty of that. I kind of think maybe I might just push up my steel. Yeah, I think we're going to push up the steel by 1. Actually, we're going to push up leather, because leather is always kind of hard to get. And I can kind of manipulate these, but leather, even if I have more than I need, I can carry that over to the next round and be happy. Alrighty, so that is running there. So they have 1 die left. We flip over their card. So this is one of their event cards. So they go up on the reputation track. They get a good. And then we draw again. So now they're putting out a 6 yellow, starting in 5, which here's 5. So a 6 gives them a coin for the Mystic and one up here. And then we are going to take back the highest purple. There are tied, they're all 5s. So we are going to start at 6. So they're going to go here. They're going to grab this, which gives them 2 goods. This goes face down there. Also had a Mystic, so they get a coin. Put in purple, so they get 1 more coin. So we're at 1, 2, 3, turn in 4, plus that extra one is 5. So that is them. So now we go into our production phase. So I have a 2, a 2, and a 4. I don't know if I care about that Ember Gem. So I know we're going to probably do just a 2 here. And let's go ahead and do, let's go a 4 here to get that mithril for a future round. And then for this 2, so I'm going to get a couple of action tokens from there, which will be nice. I could just run this again to give myself more resources. That would give me basically the same thing if I put it there. So yeah, let's just put our 2 right there. So we'll trigger this first, give myself another wood, another leather, another ore. Now we're going to run this. So this is a 2. So what we do is we can turn in as much wood as we want. Turns into charcoal, plus a bonus based on where or what number the die is. So in this instance, I'm going to get 5 bonus charcoal. I know I need 6. I'm at 8, so we're going to go 1, 2. So that's 2 plus 5 is 7, which puts us right at 10. And then we come down here, and it's the same basic principle, except we use our combination of these down into the steel. So we are going to spend all 6 of this, which is 6 of here, which brings us to 4. So that's 6 plus 3 is 9, which pushes us up to 11. And a mithril. Now we're going to see where we're at. And let's see, where did I go? I went there and ran that. I gave myself the wood. I probably should have given myself a steel because I'm 1 steel shy. But here's where I'm going to show you something else. So let's first just build one. So we'll start with the short sword. 1, 2, 3. The 3 wood, the 2 leather, and 6 of the steel, which gives us our short sword. We are going to spend 1 of the charcoal and 2 mithril to put this finish on it. So for completing it, I get an action token. I get 11 coins. 5, 10, and 11. And then because I did the mithril, I push myself up on the reputation track. So now to complete this one, I need 1 more steel. Also, if I want to try and put another mithril finish, or in the mithril finish, I do need 1 more mithril. Looking up here, you can turn 2 mystics into 1. So we are going to turn our dragon scale and our talisman into a mithril, like so. Now the other thing you can trade, you can turn 3 of a good in for another good. So because I only need 3 more, 1, 2, 3, I do have a couple leather to play with. And I have 2 charcoal I can play with. So let's go 1, 2, 3 of those to push up my steel. I'll now spend my 6 steel, my 3 wood, and 1, 2, 3 leather, 2 mithril, and a charcoal to make my warhammer, which gives me another action token, 12 more coins, 5, 10, 11, and 12. Like so. And then we are going to put this under our mithril finish as well. Like so. Kind of stack them up there for now. Which is going to kick me up one more on the reputation, which gives me another build token. Like so. So that is it for what I can do. I'm pretty depleted. So I'm going to do the reset now. Oh, forgot to fill this up when you took it. So to do the reset, these all get discarded. These slide down. We flip over new ones. Like so. We then take all the dice on the board, shuffle them up, and deposit them. Again, like so. This moves over. First player passes this way. And then I take my dice and I re-roll them. Alrighty, so now we're going to do this 3 more times. Again, I'll fast forward. When you come back, I will be on round 4. Feel free to watch the speed play. All right, here we are in the 4th round. I was a little resource poor last time. I didn't get my wood pushed up. I really got to try and focus on that this time. And I just got to focus on grabbing something good from out here because I already got all of the titles because I had 5 weapons. I had 5 with the mithril finish, and I had 6 guild masters. They have not been able to accomplish that yet. As for scores, as of right now, I am at 65, 66, 67. They are at 78. We will also be getting coins based on where we are on there. So right now they have me 8 by there. And then the thing that's going to happen is if they start going up on here, they're going to be getting 3 coins. So that does mean the next contract that they fulfill is going to be, that's like 3 reputation. That's going to give them 9 additional coins. So they are about to get a bunch of stuff. So I need to make sure I get something good over here to push me up even with them for at least a 26. And yeah, so this is going to be a little tight. Although as of now, based on its priority of wanting to do the weapons, it's actually going to be going for the Snaggletooth. So I'm probably, when I grab my contract, I'm probably just going to top deck it because I don't care if I get a weapon or not. But I don't want to risk taking one of these and revealing a weapon and having them go for that. So, but they are up first. So they do have 3 cards left. So the deck runs out when the game runs out. So it's going to do a 3 green in 4. Oh, that's 5. There's 4. A 3 right there, which gives them 2 goods. And it's going to take back the highest green. So I don't remember for sure if it's set in there, but you typically can't take back the die you just placed, which is why you have seen the one time I didn't do that. So if you go their highest one, it's going to be this one, the highest green. And because they placed that one, they're going to take this one. So they grab this top guy here, which is annoying because I would have probably grabbed that one. That goes down here. They get a good. They come back here, and they'd be getting 1, 2, 3, 4 goods. So there's 1. So then we'll leave 3 on there for the 4 goods. It is going to complete Snaggletooth, which is going to push up 1 here, which is 3, and 20, and then another one because of the reputation. So they get 23 coins. There's 20, and then 2 more for a 5, and then 5, 10, 15, and 20. So they are at 20, 40, 60, 80, 101. And that comes down there. And this gets refilled. Alrighty, so now it is my turn. So I think I am going to just use my build token to top deck a level 3. So that's going to need 3 talismans. Alright. And 12 and 4 and 7, so that's a lot of leather as well. So I'm probably going to be going for this green one to run that engine there. Do I want to get something up here because I'm not going to have a lot of green? I think that one. So let's put a green 3 there because maybe I can take that back and trigger this again. So we're going to spend our 4 to grab this guy right here, which gives us a reputation, which lets us grab a good of our choice, which I think we're going to do leather, because if we're going to try and do both, we need a lot of leather. So when I grab that, so now I pull back, I'm pulling back a yellow. We're going to bring back, I want to pull back a yellow so I can get my talismans and not worry about that. So that yellow there is 3 wood, a dragon scale. We put this right here, which I'm going to choose a talisman. So that is 1, 2, and 3 talismans. And I'm going to set those up here so I do not forget about them. And that is me. Flip over again. They're putting out a yellow 1 on 3. Yep. So that is 2 goods and a mystic. So there we get that. And they're pulling back the highest yellow, which gives them 2 more goods. Goes here and gives them another good. So I'm thinking they're probably going to end up making one more thing. and that's going to hinder me because they don't have any priority. They're instead going to wipe this row and then go for one there. Unless I can reset one of these rows, that might be a thought. Do I think I can get a Mystic again? I have stuff I can change in, yeah. So we're going to do something crazy here, just because it might work me out in the wrong room. We're going to change this to a 4 to put right here, which is going to give me a steal and an action token. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to spend this action token to reset this row. And hope a weapon comes out. 1, 2, 3. It did not, so I am instead going to grab... Sure, let's grab one of these. My hand limit is 3, so I'm actually can't grab any more. Weapon. Oh, so that gamble did not pay off. So, now I need to bring back... I want to bring back a green... So do I bring that back and buy another one of those? I don't think so. I think we're just going to bring back this one to get a couple pieces of charcoal. So we can run this, which is a leather, a wood, or leather, and steel. So for this one I definitively want to get, I'm almost at my leather. I have my wood. I need a talisman, and I'll need a bunch of this. But we'll see how many of those we can actually accomplish. So their final turn, they're going to put a 2 green on 2, which gives them 3 goods and a coin. And they're taking back the highest yellow. There is a tie. So we start from 6 going this way, which is a good. And comes back and gives them a good. So now that it has enough goods, it will complete one immediately. So it wants a weapon. There are no weapons out there. So instead it's going to refresh the market of its highest one that's available and refill it. 1, 2, and 3. There is still not one available, so it's going to go for its second priority. So in this instance, armor. It's going to take care of this one. So that is 3. 4 reputation times 3 is 12. And 22, so it's going to be a 34. So 20, 34. And then it gets 2 coins because it gets the 2 mystics. So 1 and 2. And that goes there, like so. So they have completed that. My final turn. So I know I'm going to need more wood. So I'm probably just going to throw this 2 out here for the 3 wood. 1, 2, 3. Which gives me a dragon scale. So now I technically can turn these 2 in for the mystic. Or for the talisman that I need. So do I pull back the 2 green wood to get plenty of resources? I'm pretty sure that's going to be my best bet. We'll bring back the 2. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3 leather, 2 ore, 1 wood, and 1 steel. Alright, so now my final turn. So I basically need, for sure, 5 more steel. That would give me a mystic if I get up there. But I need it for that first. So let's go ahead and turn in our 2 dragon scales for that talisman. So 4. So optimally 7. Well, I think we're for sure going to put our 1 here. Oh, see, I need talismans to do stuff and adjust dice because I'd like to adjust that up to a 4. Well, it doesn't even matter because I can't get to that max anyway. So we're going to go 3, and I think we're going to rerun this. So that is 3 more leather. Oh, apparently I never moved my 10 back down from the previous turn. I know I wasn't at over 10. So we're at 12. We get 2 more of that. one more wood, and one more steel. Alrighty, so to get, so either 15 or 16. 16 would be, I need 8. I'm making 3, so I need to produce at least 5. Because I can get a +3. So I know I have enough of there. And that's going to produce the 5 there, so I'm good there. It's going to be having the wood and the leather. Leather I'm at 12, so I think I'm good there. So I know we're going to go Divine's Wrath. And let's try and do the Kite Shield. So those are the two we're going to go for. So, already ran this. So I'm going to need 11 wood, which I don't have enough for. I only have 10, so it'd be even hard to get that one. We need to run at least 1, so we're going to spend at least 1 to get down to 9. And then we'll figure out where we're at from there. So that's 9. So I did 1, so that pushes this up by 6, which gives us 8. And we needed, what do we need? 3. So if we do these, we need 15. We're at 8, so we need 7. So we need to do at least 4 to get to 3. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, which brings us up to 15. So we have our 15. So we need 2 wood. We have our leather. We have our talismans. So now looking at this, we can go, let's knock out our big Divine Wrath first. So that's 12. So that brings us down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 brings us down to 5. We have our 3 talismans. We are going to spend our 2 mithril, seeing as we have it, and our 1 guy here to put the mithril finish on it. So that moves us up 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is another 6. 6, that's 27. And 3, so that gives me 30. And then that does give me 2 talismans. Done. Now for the Kite Shield, I have my 3 there. I have enough there. I need 2 more wood. So if we go 1, 2, 3, that's 1 wood. 1, 2, 3, that's 2 wood. I'm going to turn my 2 talismans in for a Ember Stone. We have 3, we have 7, we have 4. I have the 1 charcoal and the 2 Ember Stones to put an Ember finish on it. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to spend our 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to spend our 7. We are going to spend our 4. We are going to spend our 2 Ember Gems and our charcoal to put the Ember finish on it. So that gives us an action token. 11 and 5 is 16. 5, 10, 15, and 16. And that goes there. Now, typically if you had any mystics left, you'd be trying to do dragon scales and a charcoal to get coins and a good, but I don't have any, so we have 5, 10, 15, and 20. Like so. Alrighty, so that was all of that. Now we do the end game. Well, first we check the titles. They never got 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do have 5 of these, which gives them 3. So that gives them 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Like so. So we have 20 and 20. We each get 26 from here. 20, 25, 26, 20, 25, 26, like so. We turn my action token in for a coin, and then we total up the final scores. So, right there, and let's move these out of the way. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120, 133 to 168. So I did get smushed. If I could have gotten that, that would have really decreased it. And it was this last piece that they were able to get really kind of pushed them over to where I was. Because you got to figure, like I said, that was 22, 24, and 4 more. So 24, so that's 36. And I said they were at what, 168, 170. So yeah, so that would have been what I think I would have needed. Because let's go again. So 22, 24, and 12, that's 34. So it would have definitely been a lot closer. So that is the AO for Forges of Ravenshire. Like I said, this is how you play 2-player. Or if you're playing a 2-player game, you can add it to be a 3rd player. I believe if you play 3, you can add it to make it a 4th player. You can basically add it to bring up your player count. Alright, so again, check that unboxing how to play earlier in the video if you are interested in seeing a more in-depth how to play. Although this gave you a really good indication of how, even though I lost. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, forge it up!